Welcome back to my channel, Gaming Etc. I'm your host, Etc. Dude, and today we're playing Poppy's Playtime Chapter 2, A Fly in a Web. And I'm playing this on the Steam version, and I'm not sure if the Steam version has any achievements for any of the Poppy Playtime games, but I'm going to still be playing the game as though that is the case. With that said, I have this love and hate relationship when it comes to achievements. On one hand, it's nice, it gives you a record of saying, hey, I beat this game, you can prove that to people. It's a sense of proof as opposed to just saying, hey, I beat this game, and nobody knows whether or not that's the case. But on the other hand, I do hate the way that it has changed gaming, in which case people aren't playing games the way they used to, just playing it out of the enjoyment. They're more so just consuming games for the achievements, and so whether or not they're really taking anything out of it, that's to be seen. And then as well, that means that you're getting more creators that are just creating games specifically for quick sales, what I call like $1 achievement type games, something that you can get 100% of it and be done with it. But you know what? I digress. Let's get back to the game here. So we are in Chapter 2, Flying Web. With Poppy now free, the situation begins to change rapidly while you search for any way to escape the factory. So let's get started.
With Playtime Co's new patented elastic plastic, you can stretch, pull, and twist Mommy Longlegs in the craziest ways. She loves watching you play. When you're having fun, she's having fun. The new Mommy Longlegs from Playtime Co. What's the time?
Yeah, that was a weird video. You're gonna see those every time they start a new game. So here we are. We're continuing from the point where we left off last time. Here's where Poppy was at, and now she's gone. Now I got a flashlight, which it would tell me right here as I'm moving forward, toggle F. But since I'm playing on the controller, it's a completely different button here. So you want to go back the way you came. You can't really go back the way you came. It's blocked, so you're gonna go through this door here on the right, and there's gonna be some doors on the left and right. Nothing you can do there, so just continue straight down the path. And there's Elliot Ludwig's office. It's locked. You got to find the key for it. And on the left there's pads, but there's nothing you can do. There's no power to those, so only option is to go right. And because this is a new game, that means now we have new abilities. So right here they're showing you to swing to new heights. This is going to be one of the new abilities. You can do it with your left arm or your right arm, whatever. I know that I did those backwards, but get really good at it. It's one of those abilities that you do need to use later on and in very critical points. So if you're new to it, if you're first time playing this game, practice here a few times. This is going to be one of your few safety net locations. Alright, moving forward, this is a little Huggy-Wuggy standee here. You can press the button and you can end up learning that this guy can talk. Why he didn't talk in the first game is beyond me, but since I am gonna play this game similar to the way you would if you had achievements, this is gonna be one of them. You just have to knock them down, and then after that, just go to this door here because it's where you're gonna find your key. There's nothing else for you to look for in here, so go ahead and just grab that key and then head back to Ludwig's office. Wow, that was terrible. Alright, and because we're playing a new game, there's also new collectibles. There's 3 different types of collectibles. One of them is going to be this trophy here, so there's going to be a few trophies for you to collect. They are all of characters, whether you've seen them or not. VHS tapes again, so just like last time, VHS player or a VHS tape goes with the VHS player nearby, and then documents. So let's go first ahead and pick up this trophy. This is the trophy of Daisy. And if you want, you could look those in your inventory. I did try out this game a little bit earlier just to see if anything changed. It believes that I'm playing with the mouse, so I can't read you any of the documents. You'll just have to read them yourself, but I can read you any of the titles that pop up on the left. So grab your VHS tape here and your document. So you picked up Experiment 814. That'll give you more of a background on what are these experiments that they are talking about, and more about Playtime Co. as a whole. So let's go ahead and pop in this VHS tape and see what it does.
Playtime Co. is the product of a great man by the name of Elliot Ludwig. Divorced, but a family man at heart. His sights were always set on bringing amazing toys to amazing children around the globe. Ludwig spent countless hours in the factory, working overtime relentlessly in an attempt to continuously innovate and surprise. In the 1960s, an unfortunate family death had pushed Ludwig down to his lowest. But with so much ambition, he rose back up and continued to fulfill his vision for the Playtime Co. toy factory. Ludwig could never be content leaving a project unfinished. But just how did one man come to create such an astounding empire? How did he manage to stay determined even after suffering such a tragic loss? It all began in the fateful year of 19...
Well, there you go. There's a little bit of the history about Playtime Co. Why the creator's face was censored, probably more so a game thing. Yeah, because that would just be weird if you go to your job, they're showing you this videos about, let's just for the sake of saying who this guy's kind of based off of, Walt Disney, but they're not showing you his face. That would just be the strangest thing ever. But let's continue forward. From that, turn around here, you can see this vent here with all these hands sticking out of it. Go ahead and pull that off the wall. That's where we want to go. And then you want to go through that giant vent hole that's illogical in all senses of the form. So go down this way here. And there's a little plug there, but we need the other part, and Poppy has it.
I didn't mean to scare you. I was just trying to get the power back on. Here.
Let's go ahead and grab that. Wrap it around these 2 poles here. And then activate it.
I wanted to thank you for freeing me. I was stuck in there for so long. Thank you. I'd like to pay you back. There's a train station nearby. It needs a code, and I have it. We're gonna get out of here. As soon as you get on up here.
So there's an achievement for waiting until she says that you're gonna make her sad.
Come on.
So just wait here until she says, "Hey, you're making me sad." Then go through the
While I'm
tunnel
still a doll.
or vent.
Don't you want to come with me? You're making me sad.
So with that, go ahead and go through the vent again and continue on your journey.
Hey, I'm up here. I see you. I should be able to follow you through the vents. This way.
That's creepy. So now that we got the power, we can activate these little panels over here. Go ahead and activate that. And now you got to put your swing to the full test. This time you can die on it. I might die. Depends on how laggy my little laptop is. So let's see if we can do this. Yeah, I made it. So on the other side, there's 2 doors here. You can't go through it. You go ahead and try it. They're all locked, so you got to go through the only door you can, which is right ahead. And there's Poppy.
Listen, I'm going to need you to trust me.
And that was creepy. So, just like the first game where, you know, you saw Huggy-Wuggy's arm and you're like, well, you know what, I've seen enough horror movies, I'm going to follow that arm instead of doing the logical thing and just get out of there. We are going to follow this arm and jump down this tunnel. And that might have been hard to tell, but you just jumped down a really giant slide. So you turn around, there was Elliot Ludwig, Leith Pierre, Eddie MNR, not sure what that stands for, and Stella Grable. And then there's this other mysterious one here, which people online speculate that is you. So that is your name, you know, the silent, unknown protagonist that you are. But anyways, we want to get to Gamestation. It's locked this other way with the blood everywhere and broken toys. We can't do anything about it. So you gotta go left, go to this little power room that's open, and do this little puzzle in here. Puzzle's pretty simple. As soon as you activate any of the poles, little fence guards will come up, and those will mess up your circuit overall, so you have to activate them in specific ways. So you got to wrap around this blue pole here and then wrap it around like this. See, fence came up, it would have taken your arm off the electric circuit. So same thing, you want to go back to this other one and then wrap around like this, because there was another fence. And once that's done, go ahead and hit the last part and that'll activate the door. Why you don't need to keep it as a continuous circuit is beyond me. I'm not a electrical engineering major, but that just doesn't make sense to me. And so now going forward, let's go ahead and activate this door. And I lost my hand.
Isn't this exciting, Poppy? Very exciting, Mommy. Mommy heard that Miss Poppy was going to just give you the train code to escape. Now, how is that fun? Instead, why don't we make a game out of it? The game station is still working. It will be just like old times. And if you win all 3 games, I'll give you the train code. Mommy loves that idea, Poppy. Oh, you're going to have so much fun. Head to musical memory, and Mommy will get things started. Obey the rules, or I'll tear you apart and eat your insides while you're still alive.
Yeah, that was creepy. So I was slapping her in the face. That is an achievement. Basically, if she's talking to you there, just slap her in the face. Pretty simple one. And if you're wondering why Poppy wasn't talking, Mommy Longlegs is literally a spider. So she shot a web on her mouth. It might have been hard to see on this video, but if you're playing it at home, have your own little setup, you can see it clear. But anyways, let's continue forward. So now we're going to the game station. Nothing else to do but to pull down this little lever here and enter the game station. And so here we are. Another little cardboard cutout here. Not important. There are going to be a few cardboard cutouts that are pretty important later on, but this one is not. You can go ahead and hit it if you want. But right beside her in this tunnel here, there's another one of those trophies. If he would let me get it. There we go. And we picked up the train. So let's move forward. And we got to activate that lever there that's blinking at us. That'll explain all the rules to the game station here. But before we do that, you're going to want to come up here, and right there, there's another trophy. This one would be a late game trophy that you would pick up, but you could pick it up, especially if you knew it was there. If you didn't know it was there, of course, you'd wait until you reach this part in the game when you're up there and at that little floating stadium thing or whatever you want to call it. But since I know it's there and I'm showing you guys that, go ahead and grab that. And you picked up the claw. That is the claw of the prototype. And over here, here's another cardboard cutout. Looks like Huggy-Wuggy. This is Kissy Missy. So pink female version of Huggy-Wuggy. It'll be one of many different variants of Huggy-Wuggys. So let's go ahead and pull that, and here are the rules.
Welcome to the Game Station. I'm Stella, and we've got 3 super duper fun games to play. These little tests show us just how crazy strong and smart you are. Follow Mommy Longlegs down the stairs, and we'll start by playing Musical Memory. See you in a bit.
So that said, you're going to end up playing all 3 of these games here, and it's going to guide you into which game to go to first. So first one's going to be Musical Memory, then it'll be one of these other 2. I'm not going to ruin that part for you. It'll just happen as I'm naturally playing through this. So go ahead and go down here. There's some more blood. Broken wall. Fence area you can't go through. So just continue down the tunnel. And if you go straight ahead, it's just a dead end. There's nothing to it, so you just gotta go down this hole. Go ahead and follow that through. And right here, we're in the molding room. This is where we're gonna get a new hand for us to do. So straight ahead, there's I think it says Green Hand Tutorial. This is one of your other VHS tapes. Go ahead and pick that up. The VHS player is going to be right over here. This will explain how your new hand works. So let's pop that in there and see how it works. Well, that looks like fun. So let's make that new hand. But beforehand, we got to activate this switch right here. This will start up the whole factory or molding room. And then it's pretty sequential. You're just going to press one button as the lights flash on it. So go ahead and press the first one to make your resin. And before you hit the next one, you see this pipe right here is broken. That's where your resin is going to go. So go ahead and fix that. Shoot out your arm and just recall it back to you. And that should fix that. So now that your resin's made, now it's going to put that into the mold. And go ahead and hit that button. Alright, and next we need it painted. No paint in the machine. So now we gotta go get more paint, and that'll lead you towards it. Why all the lights didn't turn on beforehand, I don't know. It's just, you know, the way the game is made. So gotta go through this door. If you would have came here earlier, it's locked. There's no way for you to get upstairs. So just go upstairs and go grab your paint. Your paint's gonna come from this door over here, so if you're fast enough, it would already be basically get it before it comes out onto the conveyor belt. But go ahead and grab that and bring it over to this machine right here. The rest of it will be handled by itself. It'll get to the painting, but if you can see right here, before we jump down and press the button again, there is a trophy. It is of your hand. So go ahead and pick that up. Picked up the green hand trophy. How you can tell because it's gold, I don't know. Maybe the electric sparks on it. So come back down here and let's get this guy painted. Not sure why we need to get it painted. Unless it's like non-electrocuting yourself paint. I'm not sure. Or maybe it just holds that like a capacitor. And lastly, press this guy here. That'll bring it so you can actually go ahead and grab one of these guys. And you can grab whichever one you want. Doesn't matter. Doesn't make a difference. They're not better in any way, shape, or form. So pick one up and there you go. Now you got a new hand here. And as I mentioned, green hands correlate with these specific green hand charges, and they hold for 10 seconds. So they're easily noted because they're really, really green like this. And you throw them to these other ones right here with those little green hands all around it. Thus leading you, hey, charge it up, put it on the next one. So let's go ahead and do that. As soon as you let go, that's when your 10 seconds start. So there you go. Just go through this tunnel here. Can't go that way, so let's go to the right. On this hole in the wall. And a Bunzo cutout. We're about to meet Bunzo in a second.
I know when your birthday is. June 28th.
I'm not sure if that's the protagonist's birthday. It's just what he says all the time. So here's our first game. It's Simon Says. So you just have to touch one little thing as it shows it to you.
Welcome to Musical Memory. This advanced memory and cognitive recognition test is designed to stimulate several segments of the brain, allowing us to see how quickly and efficiently your brain works. A sequence of colors will be shown, and you must recreate the exact sequence using the buttons around you. Bunzo will slowly lower towards you. When you complete a color pattern correctly, Bunzo will rise back up. When you input a pattern incorrectly, Bunzo will lower towards you faster. If Bunzo reaches you, your test is over. The test will become more difficult as it continues, with longer patterns in quicker succession. That's all. Good luck.
can only imagine how excited Bunzo must be. It's been such a long time since he's been able to play, to cheer, to eat. Oh, that's the dinner bell. Good luck.
It's a pretty straightforward game. I can mess it up. Who knows? Just follow what it says on there.
Green, red, yellow. Green, red, yellow, yellow. Green, red, yellow, yellow, red. Round 2. Blue. Blue, green. Blue, green, yellow. Blue, green, yellow, green. Blue, green, yellow, green, green. Violet. Round 3. Red. Red, yellow. Red, yellow, violet. Red, yellow, violet, white. Red, yellow, violet, white, orange. Red, yellow, violet, white, orange, yellow. Round 4. Blue. Blue, J. Blue, J, heart. Blue, J, heart, orange. Orange 5. Blue, J, orange, orange 5, question mark.
Now this part's impossible. There's going to be this little question mark thing that's going to pop up right here in this middle area here. You got to hit that thing, otherwise you're going to just die here. So it's just going to go around in circles, hit it when you can, and that's it. That's how you win the game. I did forget to mention... Oh, hold on.
It broke. That's no fun. For doing such a splendid job, Mommy has decided to give you part of the code for the train. Look up. Mommy was hoping the game could last a little longer. It's okay, though. Mommy knows other ways to play with you.
Okay, as I was going to mention, I did forget to mention before that there is an achievement for getting all these correct without making a single mistake. As you saw, I got it all correct, no mistakes. It does change every time, except for that last part. There's pretty similar. And I'm not saying the part where you have to hit the caution button, that's always the case. I'm saying the one right before it, that one's pretty similar. That said, she gave you your first code, and you'll need that at the end of the game whenever you're trying to activate that train that you saw at Gamestation. So she'll give you one code for every time that you beat one of these games here. You go ahead and look them up. I want to say the first two parts are the same, but it's the last part that's what really matters. So go ahead and go through this tunnel here. Let's get out of here now that we've survived one of her games. And that's going to be a theme, is that she is rigging these games to try to kill you. But I mean, did we expect anything different? No. So, here we go. And we've landed here. In here, another achievement is that you have to hear all this, I forgot what his name is, it's called Brontosaurus's jokes. So, go ahead and press them all until you've heard every one of his jokes. And once they've recycled, that'll give you an achievement.
Wanna hear a dino joke? Click once for the question. Click again for the punchline. What do you call a dino with one eye? Do you think he saw us? What do you call a dinosaur who's a noisy sleeper? A Tyrannosaurus! What do you call the scariest dinosaur? Me! Wanna hear a dino joke? Click once for the question, click again for the punchline.
And that's obviously all the joke stuff. So that said, move forward, and there's this giant claw right here. We're gonna have to end up moving that later, but as we're moving it, you can see that there is a trophy right there. If you try to grab it, it won't grab it. You have to use that claw to pull it down. There's another one of those little dinosaur dudes. So let's go ahead and move forward. Steps here on the right, but beforehand, go left, and there's another VHS. This one's security camera with Rich. Up the stairs we go. And let's go ahead and pop that VHS in.
Well, it finally happened. After years of being ignored, the company actually heard all my complaints. Yep, they listened to them very carefully. I guess my words must have really inspired them to take action. Because the next day I got demoted down here to the freaking island of misfit toys! Why do I talk to myself?
Yep, another disgruntled employee, and if you can see there was a pooping toy that's right here. Oops, almost knocked it down. Sir poops a lot. He really poops. So, misfit toys indeed. There's another little pop-up, but we don't, or standee, but we don't need to do that. You just want to release this part right here. And that'll allow you to move the crane over here. And since I'm not speedrunning anything, you go ahead and take your time. Move this. If you were speedrunning it, you could just go ahead and avoid doing that part. But we need electricity, and as we saw, there's a conducting point right over here. just move that out of the way. Let me get myself unstuck here, and it'll drop it down. Then you go ahead and pick up that Bunzo trophy. And continuing on, all you're gonna do is just lead this down the path until you get up there, because you need this crane arm to move one of the giant brontosaurus toys that's there. Why you can't move it yourself, because you have all this extra abilities, I have no idea. Again, just part of the game. So just following this little track, which is just leading you through everything. And go ahead and place that there. And charge it up. Once it's picked that up, just move it out of the way and go ahead and hit this button. That'll lead you up. Oh, and if you were to try this door, it's just locked. By this point, you should just know I'm leading you towards the correct way. So go ahead and hit that. And let's go down these creepy, I don't know what we call them, industrial hallways. Nothing you do there, so let's do what we normally do. Activate one, wrap around that, and that's going to bring us up here. But yeah, let go. You don't want to be up here, and plus you can't get back down there once it's activated. So duck down, hit it again, and wrap it around this pole. However you want to wrap it, really your choice. Doesn't quite matter. And hit that, wrap it around the other pole, and activate that. So with that little puzzle done, then you can go up and move along. Another little jump scare, but by this point you should have nothing. It's not that kind of game where things are actively chasing you, at least so far. Move this chair that was blocking this one door, and you made it to freedom. Huzzah. Spider webs, because she doesn't want you to go back that way. Then she was trying to trap you in there. So if you try to run, she was going to kill you, of course. And we're back in the game station. So we're going to play the next game of this.
Whoa, you did fantastic. Who gave you permission to be this smart? Mommy is super proud of you, but I'm sure she's already told you that herself. Our next game is Wack-A-Wuggy. Head downstairs and have fun.
So on to our next game. For the next game, there's an achievement for doing it without the light on, because it's a little bit darker for me to see on the PC than it was on the other part. I'm not going to be doing that. I'm just going to show you what to do. But if you're playing it yourself, just turn up the contrast on the game, like all the way up. That'll alleviate that part, and it'll make it a little bit easier for you to see these guys. And all you're doing is just literally what the game says. You're whacking a wuggy with your hands here.
Welcome to Wack-A-Wuggy. This advanced test is designed to assess the extent of your reactionary abilities. A dual palm grab pack will be provided to you for this test. Around you are 18 sizable holes. An adorable Huggy Wuggy toy could appear out of any one of these holes. If one comes out, hit it with your grab pack. That's all. Good luck.
The toys in this game used to have strings attached to them, so they could be pulled back when they got too close to the children. Have fun.
So this works better if you're one, standing in the middle area, and two, if you have a headset, you kind of hear where they're coming from. But just keep circling around in a slow manner. You'll see some of them start to pop up, and whack them as you see them. You don't have to wait for them to pop all the way out. If they pop out and they make a growling noise, it might be a little bit too late that they will actually jump out at you. And it's game over and you have to do it all over again. Come on. See, like that guy was starting to growl at me. He would have jumped at me soon after if I didn't whack him in the face. Dang. Oh, that was my own fault. Ugh. Oh well, do it again.
The toys in this game used to have strings attached to them, so they could be pulled back when they got too close to the children. Have fun.
Well, that was harder than the PlayStation version.
Hooray! Mommy is so proud of you. Here, Mommy has another hint for you. Only one game left to play. Sad. Mommy was hoping you'd stay here forever. Though, it's never too late to change your mind.
Yeah, the PlayStation version of this was not that intense. This one was a lot more intense, and it did have more of a clear end to it. There wasn't like 1,000 huggy or mini wuggies chasing you or trying to come at you from the tunnel. Much appreciated, but a couple trial and errors. I'm going to see whether or not to keep them in there or remove some of them. Regardless, this will be a record to say, hey, I did die a few times trying at it. Just be fast, be consistent, and if you hear any growling, try to react to that one quickly. So come up here and you're gonna just bring yourself all the way up. So go ahead and grab this arm guy up here, if it would ever let me grab it. And then if you saw down there, there is a toy for you. Or another statue. Just go down until you could end up shooting your arm at it and pick it up. That's going to be little Huggy Wuggy. Oops. Yeah, well, I fell. Or Kissy Missy statue here. No big deal. And bring yourself back up. And before we move forward, again, here's one of those little cardboard cutouts. Hit this thing for every time and listen to what it says, and that'll be another achievement.
Click the button to feed me candy. Nom nom. Feed me more. Nom nom nom. More candy. Nom 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 nom. Okay, no more candy. My tummy's full. Nom nom nom. I said no more. Nom nom nom. Stop. Nom nom nom. Click the button to feed me candy.
And that's the end of that cycle of it. So click that all the way through and that would have gotten you an achievement. So let's move forward and on to the next part. So in this one we got to get the cart down here. The cart actually does have a name, I'm pretty sure it does, but here we go. And Nightmare Fuel. And you could chase after Kissy Missy there, but she's gone. Where she went, I have no idea. And how she outpaced you, I have no idea either. So here's bury the cart. You want to move them all the way out towards that way. That's going to be your exit. But before that, we have a little puzzle here, and it's going to involve these little green hand things. So prep yourself up. You're just going to be passing the current from one thing to the other, all in, you know, that 10-second time span, because once you clicked it one time, it doesn't reset if you put it on another charge. It is still that continuous 10 seconds. So get yourself close here and go. Go that arm, grab that, and move it to the next item. If you end up messing it up, doesn't matter. They'll always have a way to lead you back to the start point. But in between there's checkpoints, so pull the levers and get yourself through. You can pull along, bury the cart with you. It doesn't matter. He might get in your way later on. That choice is entirely yours. But just keep doing it. So prime your arm. Get yourself close by. And hit this guy. Prime your next arm. And there you go. And let's go ahead and hit that lever. And before we do the next part, you can see here there is a VHS tape and a VHS player. So go ahead and pop that in.
Mind if I film this?
Oh, not at all, sir.
That's what I like to hear. So, Marcus, what happened?
You see, I was heading home for the day when my A-bars realized that I left me bloody wallet in the cafeteria. So I'm running through the lobby, and that's when I see it. A mop handle lodged under the innovation wing gate.
So what'd you do, Marcus?
Well, I just thought I'd nab the bloody yoke and be on me merry way.
And?
Well, I'm reaching for the thing, and the mop handle jolts on its own. Had me scared stiff. I thought I was the only one there. So I took a peek beneath the gate, and some massive bloody thing was doddering about the bloody hallway.
Thing? You're sure it wasn't a person?
Ain't no person that's 50 feet long with 1,000 legs.
Marcus, you're losing me. Maybe you just saw a bunch of people walking by.
Look, it wasn't people, alright? I haven't a bloody notion what it was, but it wasn't human.
Who have you told about this? Besides me, obviously.
Just you, sir. Obviously.
Okay. I'll have security skim the cameras and take a look.
What? There's a massive bloody monster! Skimming ain't gonna get rid of it!
You're out of line, Marcus. We make toys, not monsters. Now come on, get out of my sight. Actually, grab me a coffee, will you? Actually, never mind. Get out of my sight.
A very dismissive video there, but I want to say they are talking about Mommy Longlegs, and clearly the lower level people don't know about Mommy Longlegs, Huggy-Wuggy, and the other toys we'll see. That's only reserved for the really high up people. Alright, so let's get the power for this one. This one involves 2 low power switches. Oops, and I'm somehow getting stuck randomly. So we'll activate this green part, go through that gate, activate that, hit one of these sides, grab this guy before it discharges, and hit the other one, and we are clearing this puzzle here. And that's it. Gates open permanently. Go ahead and bury the cart. You can go ahead and grab them or you push them. Up to you. It works the same way, so you could grab him or you can push him along. Either way, it doesn't make any difference. If you are trying for the speed run portion of the game, which I don't think I mentioned, the game itself is longer than the first one, but for one of the achievements, it was like beat the game quickly as possible, or sorry, not quickly as possible, in under 45 minutes. So you can beat the game pretty quickly, and that would be like, hey, doing everything you can, doing all the shortcuts, and so on and so forth. So go and push him to his death. Sorry, Barry. And continue on. Go over here to the right. There's another hole here. I have had it happen where this area down here doesn't render, so I've jumped down and died. Which sucks whenever you're trying for the no death part of the other achievement that there is. Alright, on to the next and last game that you'll be playing.
Jeez, have you played these before? You're so good! Seems like you're ready for the final game, Statues! Follow Mommy down the stairs one last time. I hope you had a fun day at the game station. See you next time!
Door gets stuck, go ahead and just pull it. Right, nothing to do here, just keep moving along. But guess what? Another puzzle. So, first part of your puzzle, which I kind of messed up. Grab this guy with your right hand and activate this guy. Why do you want to grab it with your right hand? That's pretty obvious. There's a little green guy here. Wrap it around. If it would ever wrap around. Grab this green electricity and charge this up. It'll change which handle it grabs. So now you can end up grabbing this one before for some odd reason you couldn't. And hit the last part. So you're good to go. If you would have gone forward, you would see that the way ahead is blocked, but now with that you're free to go forward. Oops, wrong way. And for this next game, it's red light, green light. They're going to explain the rules a little bit different than what it really is. So you'll hear that wriggling right now. I don't know if it's coming through. So right there. That's what's going to be chasing you. It's generally slow. But as the music's playing, that's the only time you can move. Once that music stops, stop. Don't even look around. Don't do anything. Similar to Squid Games, don't talk, don't breathe, don't look around. If it's not your eyes moving around. So doing this right here will get you killed. Just move it forward all the way until the end. There's going to be 3 different paths you can take. An easy way, a medium way, and a hard way. For the sake of finding one of the other trophies in here, we're going to take the hard way to get there. The reality is, like, if you don't have to do that, if you don't care about finding the trophy, take the easy way. Simple as that. All right, let's go. And if I die, sorry guys.
Welcome to Statues. This advanced obstacle course is designed to test your physical endurance and strength. The rules are simple. The lights will turn off. You can move through the obstacle course at this time. However, when the lights turn on, you can look around but cannot move. You may move again once the lights turn back off. The lovable PJ Pug-A-Pillar will follow you. If PJ reaches you, your test is over. That's all. Good luck.
Run. Run when you got the chance.
It was always so sad to see the kids go. They called me Mommy because I was the closest thing they ever had to one. But they come for games and never come back. They left Mommy to die alone. Mommy didn't deserve that. But you worked here. So if anyone deserves to die alone, it's you.
Like I said, stop. Entirely just stop. Oh, and if you don't know this already, whenever you reach any stairs, jump. Makes it all faster. Oh man, I hope that doesn't kill me. So we're going through the hard tunnel. The dude is pretty slow at chasing you, but you can't catch up if you're taking the harder tunnel because it wriggles around a lot. There's the PJ Pug-A-Pillar one. Hopefully I'm going the right way. It's been a while since I've had to do this one. And not sure what happened there, but since I got the statue, I don't have to do it again. It's one go. It saves your progress as you're getting these statues. Not sure why it killed me, but whatever. Maybe I went in the same way. It doesn't matter. Oh yeah, I should tell you already ahead of time, but this is a rigged game. There's no way for you to win it. If you're going straight, you see on the right, there's the orange light. That's where you're heading towards. You want to pull yourself towards it. And that's how you win this game. Going straight ahead, it's just all death. Go ahead and pull yourself up there. Is the way to go, if anything else. And there, you're free from it all. You can see PJ Pug-A-Pillar was basically right there, and over this way there's nothing. Now that you beat the game, she's gonna be mad at you. You're literally supposed to die here, but before we head down there, there are a few documents for us to grab. I want to say one or two. So right here on the table, here's one of your documents. Pickup assessment form from Abel, and then the other one here, which is picked up in the assessment form from Lata. So with that said and done, go ahead and jump down here. We are out of there.
Where did you go? The game is over. Come back and Mommy will give you the code. Pinky promise.
Yeah, no, I don't believe that. She's gonna kill you. Yeah, she's crazy. I love her voice though. I think if they would have used somebody else's voice, it might not have done as well, but hers just matches it perfectly. Alright, now we're out of here. And so here we're at the water treatment plant. And this is kind of a puzzle, not in a difficult sense. I'm not saying that, holy crap, this is the most difficult puzzle that you're ever going to do. Rather that this is a puzzle where they tell you, oh, it has to be done in a set amount of moves in order for you to get one of the achievements. I want to say it's under 8 moves, but I could be wrong on that one. So anyways, moving forward, here's a document right here, transfer request, and a VHS player but no VHS tape. Let me take you down here. So pretty sure you could see it in the last part. See if I could get it to look at it. Anyways, the VHS tape is right over there. Yeah, I didn't think I could do that. As you move the platform, before you end up going here to Bay 2, which is where we're going to go first, pick that up. Take it with you. You don't have to play it immediately afterwards. I'm going to play it immediately after I pick it up before I take it to Bay 2 and walk you through that part overall. And let me see if I can remember this puzzle, because I remember it was just super simple. Basically, like, hit one of these guys a couple times and then hit the hit the other one a couple other times. Shoot. Give me one moment to remember this part. Because, again, not the hardest thing ever. I think it was just this one. Okay. We're going to try this and see what happens. So when you hit it, you got to wait for it to finish its action. If you keep trying to hit it, it's not going to do the action that you're thinking it's going to do. So go ahead and wait for it. Hit this guy. Rotate bottom 90 degrees 3 times. That should get us to where we are trying to go. So there. We are set. We can go to Bay 2. I'm going to grab that VHS tape and play that for you guys. toys there. And let's play our new VHS tape.
Jimmy, your work as Playtime Co.'s chief marketing officer has skyrocketed the company's profits. How do you do it?
You know, it's not what you'd expect. It's the little things most people don't even think about. Like, take names, for example. I'm surprised people haven't realized this. You take the E sound, slap it on the end of a name, boom, you're making bank. Huggy, Mommy. Even Elliot knew this way back with Poppy.
I guess I kind
blue.
of...
Blue is huge. I'm telling you. What's your favorite color? Blue? I bet it's blue, right? It's blue?
It's green.
Okay, well, you're a special case. Most people would say blue. But seriously, marketing is not as easy as you think. I make it look easy. If there's anything Playtime Co. should be known for, it's not toys. It's marketing.
What he's saying there isn't entirely incorrect. It's kind of how consumers get you to buy things. It's all marketing, little ploys, ways to kind of trick you into feeling like, hey, you need something. And in this case, they're tricking you into believing, hey, you need these toys. So, all right. So here we are. This is a little conveyor belt puzzle. Not that hard at all. Seriously, not really that hard. I want to say that for this one, it's just hitting the buttons in the correct order. In this case, we're going to go hit this red one, which is going to move the Bunzo toys going left. And then you're going to find the blue one over here. Next up, you have that moving along. And lastly, you're going to hit the yellow one. Boom. Once that's done, go ahead and pull yourself up. There's two levers, one to go down, one to go up. So we're going to go all the way up because there is another trophy here for us. See right there, there's Bury the Cart trophy. Go ahead and grab that guy and then lower yourself back down a little bit, not all the way down. There we go. Just enough so this conveyor belt will go on to, or is just above your cart, because you need one of these Bunzo toys. So hit this button here or this button. They're literally the same exact thing. Once a Bunzo's on this conveyor belt, hit that button again and get it on your cart. Pick it up and there you go. You're ready to go. So let's go back down and finish up that puzzle. So we have 3 moves already in for this one. We're going to come back over here and finish this up. Again, I going to try to remember this. I did this one kind of mathematically, but it doesn't matter. You just follow along with the guide. So the next one you want to hit is rotate top 90 degrees once. Then hit rotate bottom 90 degrees twice. And to finish it off, rotate 90 degrees top twice. And that'll get you into Bay 3 or whatever this door over here says. And that right there would have gotten you the achievement for completing the puzzle under a certain amount of moves. So similar to when we met Huggy-Wuggy, you can't leave here without a toy, so you needed that Bunzo toy. Just click it, activate it, it'll get you out of here. And through this little tunnel. You can go through any direction, left or right. We're going left because that's going to take us to the actual direction we're trying to get to. Again, I might die. Swinging at has not been my friend on this one. So let me get that out of the way. You want to swing across this other side over here. As soon as that gets out of my way and doesn't try to kill me. If you mess it up and you are on this little bar here, don't panic. You can jump off onto this side and jump back up. Pretty simple. Oh, and if you didn't see that, VHS tape is right in here. So before you move forward, grab that VHS tape. So you have to wrap around this guy, otherwise you can't open up the arm. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. Grab your VHS tape. Huzzah. And then with this next part, you gotta be quick. You got 10 seconds to go through here, jump to the other side, open the door. Let me let go of that real fast. And get over here and open up this door. And then you gotta jump back over here and activate all these guys and click that one over there. So be quick about it. I might mess it up, and if so, you'll see it. Not a big deal. Seriously. Just like with the other ones, take your time. Don't let go of that arm until you're really ready. Oh, guess I did need that one. Man, see? It has been a while, so I did mess that one up, so I did need the green guy just sitting there. No big deal. So let's go back there and redo that again. See, I fell down. Don't panic. Oops. My character didn't want to jump. Oh well. Or I should say, I guess I didn't jump. Not a big deal. So if you died, you end up right back there. Turn on your flashlight, move some stuff out of the way, and get to it. And because I died, that VHS tape was not in my possession when it saved, so you gotta grab it again. Remember, be quick. And there. So that'll activate that, which will open the door that you're trying to get to. But before we do that, now we can play our VHS tape here. Don't leave before you play the VHS tape, otherwise, yeah, it doesn't count.
The following is a pre-recorded announcement to address the many complaints regarding an alleged very, very big spider crawling around in the facility. The Playtime Corporation wants me to remind you all that spiders that big do not exist, and that if they did, quote, we would already be dead anyways, end quote. Regardless, you can all rest assured the company is sending some specialists down here to have a look around and relieve the constant whining. Complaining seems to be everyone's primary contribution to this company. It's just a spider. You are all safe. Please, please carry on with your jobs.
Yeah, they're talking about Mommy Longlegs, so that means the other one was probably Huggy-Wuggy. And as I mentioned, the lower people don't know about... Oops, and fell down. Don't know about these giant animated toys, which is these ones. Okay, so a little bit of spoilers. So you're gonna end up getting chased by Mommy Longlegs here. One of the achievements is to let her kill you, get caught instantly. You just wait here when she starts chasing you, let her count down and die. Done. Very simple as that. Again, if you're going for one of those don't die runs, you don't have to worry about that. Or you can just do that at another time in post. I'm not sure how the computer version works, but I know for the PlayStation version there was no replaying of any kind of scene, so you gotta start the game anew. So let's get going through that. All you're gonna do is you're gonna meet up with her. She's gonna chase you down, and you just gotta get to the next area.
I asked you to play fair, and you cheated! I hate cheaters! Now, we're going to play one last game!
She says that she cheated.
It's called hide and seek! 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3.
That was weird. Yeah, before you fall down, there's a Mommy Longlegs statue there. Pick that up. 'Cause if you fall down here, you can't go back there. It auto saves you right here. You go and hit that, but there's nothing to it. And also, before you continue forward, there is another document right here. The Warrenbach construction. So, or Bach, I don't know. Go ahead and pick that up, then proceed forward. Mommy Longlegs isn't chasing after you, so there isn't much of a worry to it all. But she will catch up eventually. And so here we have another puzzle. If I remember the puzzle correctly, it just goes blue, red, yellow, and green. But we're going to confirm that, and you do that by going up here and grabbing this guy. And it'll tell you what color is what. So here you go. Number 1 is red. Blue is number 2, so I had that part backwards. Green 3, and then obviously yellow 4. So red, blue, green, yellow. You don't have to be speedy about it. Go ahead and pull them down. And so, go ahead, follow this path, but be ready to run back here and go to that area. Just wait it out for the music to run out. There's an achievement for you to hold on to this bar for 30 seconds afterwards. So once the music's done like that and she's no longer in sight, you can go ahead and drop down. If you are playing for the achievement, just hold on. It'll pop up after 30 seconds and then you'll know just to drop back down. Because I don't believe that the Steam version has any achievements, I'm not going to worry about that. And just continue forward. And we'll reach our next area. So, here, little maintenance list, tell you that you're missing a gear. Because if you try to hit this, which is where you're trying to go in here, it's not going to work. It's locked entirely. So, you're going to see this furnace area. Go ahead and open up these doors here. You're gonna need those afterwards. And over here is a gear that you're going to need for up here so you can activate this furnace. Climb up the stairs, put in that gear, and then activate the green electric button switch here. Once you activate it, you can either wait out here or run in here, but don't stand in this area, it'll kill you. You know, it is a furnace. So go and click that and then run in here. It is pretty slow at starting up, so you can go ahead and get in there before it starts up. Once it's done, we'll get the part we need to get to the next area. There we go. Go and insert that in here and hold down that lever. And if you don't know what's going to happen, it shouldn't be a shock. Oh no, there she is again. Run inside the furnace and shut the doors. It should go away on her own. Some people have said, oh, activate the furnace. It doesn't matter. She goes away. Just like with the other one, once the music calms down and it's not so extreme, she's gone. You can go ahead and leave here. So, there we go. And so now we're on to the next. And kind of difficult chase. I might die a few times, and I will just say if that happens, depending on how many times it is, I will edit that out. Hopefully I don't have to. So just you'll activate the switch, hold on to it, and activate it as far as you can, so this way it gives you a little bit of an advantage. Mommy Longlegs will chase you very aggressively. So any mistakes, and basically just consider that you're gonna die. There's almost no room for error for this chase, so be prepared for that. And here we go. So that was crappy. For this part, activate the button and keep it pressed. Do not stop pressing the button. She's gonna come at you. You can hear the music. Nothing you can do but wait. And then activate the switch here, and that's it.
What have you done? You make me part of him! You can't do this to me!
And here's our intro to our overarching antagonist, the prototype. That is all we'll see of him. At least in this part. Oh, goodbye, Mommy. Now that we're done, you can continue on forward. Mommy Longlegs is dead. There will be another VHS tape up here, I want to say. Come on. So, here it is. Make sure I see where the TV's at. Oh, there it is.
Log code 08502. In relation, experiment 1006. The prototype. A close call occurred this week in which he nearly breached containment. The prototype seemingly disassembled the digital alarm clock within his room and utilized the battery, along with several other components, to create a laser pointer, which he then fired into the security camera, disabling it. These actions allowed him 28.3 seconds completely unmonitored. Once function returned to the camera, the room appeared to be empty. One surveillance specialist went in to confirm his absence. However, upon opening the door, she realized that the prototype had hidden in one of the camera's blind spots. The prototype attempted to escape through the open door. However, another surveillance specialist was able to remotely relock the door, despite the other specialists still being inside. One casualty occurred. The prototype seems to possess an unprecedented level of intelligence beyond that of all other test subjects, as well as an alarming willingness to commit violence. Further suppression treatments will need to be enacted to ensure that no other experiments develop these qualities. Experiment 1170, Huggy-Wuggy, remains the optimal outcome due to his sufficient intelligence paired with maximum obedience. End of log.
Yeah, so by this point you should figure out that Playtime Co was into some really shady things. So, let's go ahead and continue forward. And that should have been the last VHS tape. And this next part over here should be the last part of your code. Like I said, if you would have waited and not gotten the prototype trophy, it would have just been right here, but I already knew about it, so not necessary. And I never activated that door right there. Not important, but when we were here, you could activate that door and opened it up. And in here, there's going to be 2 more documents, plus the remainder code there that you can see with Poppy. So go ahead and grab those documents, then release Poppy. So, employee instructions and formal request form. And let's just say Poppy. 1423.
Did you kill her? Good. I'll board the train. We need to leave.
So, now that she's released, continue down the path that you couldn't and go down this tunnel. Or slide, technically. Nothing in the room. Go ahead and exit through. You're free to explore the rest of the area. There's nothing to it. Just open up the train door. Oops. Or not oops. Just wasn't grabbing it. There it goes. You gonna let go of my arm? No? Okay, that's buggy. There it goes. And here's where you put in the code right here. So it's going to correlate with these guys here, and it's 3 parts. So 1, it's moving this part left and right. 2, changing the color. And then 3, putting in that code, which is to punch in those numbers that you saw. So, like I said, let's see. Let's open up my notes here. So you can see that you have Bunzo, Huggy, I think it's B-Bear or something like that, and Mommy. That's your first part of your code. Then it's going to be part 2 is to change their colors so that as they're in this order, it's red, yellow, red, blue. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it at the earlier part of the video, but this part I swear never changed, at least for the times I played the game. So it's always the same. So move it over, push this in, good. It's the very last part with this code, which is 1423, that does change. Oops. Or not. Okay, there it goes. So, Bunzo, Huggy, B, Mommy. And then red, yellow, red, blue. So, click this guy here. Oops. And then I clicked the wrong version. It was the bottom one. So change the color. And then hit the code. Once it's good, it's green and ready to go. And for your last achievement that you're going to get on here, again, barring the facts of whether or not you made the time that you're trying to beat, the 45 minutes, or be in the game without dying, because those ones, it doesn't even count it till you're here. It's till you reach the part where the train's going to derail, which you'll see that in a second. The last achievement you're going to get is to toot the horn here 3 times. So grab onto this horn, grab onto this brake preemptively, and just keep holding onto the brake one all the way until the very end. So it's not going to do anything, just keep holding onto it. It's going to just, you're going to keep hearing the noise retracting, doesn't matter. But in the meantime, honk this horn, or toot the horn 3 times. And that's it. We'll ride the train. You'll figure out what the ending is, and that's as long as this game is. So here we go.
I was so scared she'd put me back in that case, but you saved me. You're perfect. Too perfect to lose. I'm sorry. I can't let you leave. I've never met anyone like you. Do you know how long I've been stuck in that case? Well, too long. I had so much time to think and reflect. Time to figure out exactly what I would do when free. We'll set things right. Terrible things have happened. But I know that whatever I need you to do, you're capable. We will. What if...
warning beacon, letting you know something's wrong. And they're telling you to stop the train, which you pull this lever. I'm already pulling it, so once it gets to the point that it can, it'll go. And that's it. That's chapter 2, Flying the Web. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope this helps you out with your own gameplay. And I will see you guys in the next chapter. Bye everybody.